Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakha, Kadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who pushing this 100% to the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai. And salutation to the sincere Archimedes that are pushing this gospel in righteousness and sincerity. We're risking your lives and your freedom to do so. This is your brother Abawan. And so what we're going to go into today is the Apostle Paul mentioned one of the qualities of a bishop, one of them being soberness or sobriety, whichever term is the correct way of mentioning the act of being sober. Alright, so first places I'm going to go to, he mentioned it in two places in book of Timothy, First Timothy, and also in the book of Titus. So this book of First Timothy chapter 3 verse 2. A bishop, so let me start from verse 1. To First Timothy 3 verse 1. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. Right, and the quality they were picking out today is to be sober. And going into Titus as well. Titus, the first chapter. I believe that is the 8th verse. Okay. Oh, yes, it is. Titus chapter 1, verse 7. For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of the Most High, not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate. Alright? All we're going to go into is sober. Right now I have the so okay. I have the definition and etymology of sober queued up right here. So let's just get into it. And it reads the definition of sober: moderate in desires or actions, temperate and restrained. And this goes into this goes into discipline. Going back to the word disciple, meaning, when you say discipline, that is basically what you are, that's basically what you are learning under, or the instruction that you are coming under, and in this truth. And it's true that, well, let me just say this first of all, is that the prophets and the men of the men of the and the men of and as prophets and men of the Lord, which is what I believe that we here in Great Millstone are. We must exercise, and the word exercise means to keep busy, to exert yourself. We must exercise discipline, which is something that that I'm currently struggling under. But as the precepts say, that is the book of Hebrews, the 6th chapter, alright, the 10th verse. It's okay. Not the Hebrews 6. Right, yeah. Hebrews 6 verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Right, if you put in work for the Most High, the Most High will put in work for you. And through the Spirit, I'm putting that knife to my throat and training myself to be a better man. But anyway, for the first definition, I have some precepts I want to go into, that highlights the different qualities in that first definition. Which the first definition is what? Moderate in desires or actions, temperate and restrained. Alright, so going into the first definition, let me get the book of James, chapter 1, and that's the 19th verse. James 1, verse 19, and it reads, Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. Right, because going into the book of that same book of James, chapter 3, verse 8, it tells you what? To this book of James, chapter 3, now let me just start from verse 7, just to get some context. For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Your tongue, and of course your temper. Hey, those are some of the those are some of the biggest killers of Jake right now. Are we in this truth? We can't be as those in the world, meaning having no control over our own flesh. We can't be swayed by carnal desires. And I say we because this goes for me as well as any other brother, any other person that is in this truth. Alright, because when you go into the comment board, you see a lot of people they just let their mouth take control of them. They just like their tongue take control of them. I have to type down something, I have to give a reply, you have to always say something on the comment boards. That's why that's why all the elders. That's why the elders always say that, oh, they have 2 ears and one mouth. Because you are supposed to listen more than speak. You're supposed to learn more than speak. If going into that same precept I just put out, that is the book of James 1 verse 19. Alright, so let me also okay. Let me also go into the Ten Commandments in the book of Exodus, because it also brings out another excellent point. So the book of Exodus chapter so okay, Exodus 20, going into the first definition, meaning moderate in desires or actions, tempered and restrained. So Exodus chapter 20 verse 17, I read, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Alright, going into contentment, as the scripture says, godliness with contentment is great gain. Because right now, right now in the world, that's the spirit among other spirits that is pushed along, that is pushed among that is pushed among Jake. That means that's still your woman spirit. That your shit is now my shit spirit. Jealousy over someone that has something that you don't have, or something that has something more, or that has more than you. That spirit of covetousness, not being satisfied. Expanding yourself. They're trying to get every all these carnal. Trying to fulfill every carnal desire that you can, and he's pushing that heavy on our people. Because it's mostly because that spirit originated from Esau himself. As I just said that word, he expanded himself as death. Let me get that. Let me see if I can get that. There is no okay, yeah, let me just quickly look through it. I think that's in the Apocrypha. He expands his desires as death. Oh, it's in the book of Habakkuk. Alright, so Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right, so what we preach in this truth is what contentment. Alright, that it should not be so, that you should not be covetous, that you should not be desiring to have everything, because let every man be satisfied with the measure that have been given by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright, so going into the next definition, abstaining from strong drinks, okay, and that is the modern definition of sober, meaning in your right state of mind, not affected by any substance that can take you out of your correct frame of mind, including doctrines and beliefs. And what do you think is the right state of mind for an Israelite man? So let's get some precepts going into that. I have to bring out that Ecclesiastes. But anyway, the book of, let me just start off with the book of Deuteronomy 10 verse 12, and it reads, and now, Israel, what doth Yahweh thy power require of thee, but to fear Yahweh thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve Yahweh thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Alright, so going into hearing that, so when you hear that, now who do you feel? Who do you feel, or who do you think is doing that, is fulfilling this commandment right here? What does the Most High require of us? Alright, so why is it important to fear the Most High, to fear the Most High, to love Him with all our hearts and with all our minds and with all our souls? So we get that in the book of Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13, and it reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Alright, so a man in his right state of mind, especially an Israelite man in his right frame of mind, that is sober, he will fear the Most High and keep all His commandments. And when the scripture says all His commandments, it means Right? It means all the commandments going into you the what's written in book of Genesis to Revelation, the whole book. You will eat the whole rule. That's what we mean by keeping all the commandments, by following all the words of the scriptures, every to the letter, every single word. Not changing anything, not adding his own version of the scriptures, not bringing out his own doctrine, because scripture says that this word is okay. Let me get that I don't want to butcher it, so let me just go to it. And the word of the scriptures is a private interpretation. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I'm still going to get it anyway. All right. So the book of Second Peter chapter 1 verse 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation, right? Because the scriptures already have all their breakdowns. Yeah, but that's a different topic for another time. So let me just go into some this let me not go into something else now right now. So that's why the scriptures warn about, right? So going back to the topic, that's why the scriptures warn about going after strange doctrines and use this the proverb of wine as opposed to this truth, which is living waters. And wine and waters, there is no dispute which is healthier and which is healthier for you, because you need water to keep yourself alive. Our body is being made out of 70% water, and us and humans dying easily from dehydration. A lot of our people have stumbled and fell because of too much of this bad wine. All the more reason to appreciate this truth when you see the bugged out nonsense our people are falling into. Right, so going into the third and the final definition, which is calm, quiet, not overcome by emotion. Alright, from the old French sobre, which means decent or sober, and from the Latin sobrius, not drunk, temperate, moderate, sensible. Alright, so let me be ye angry and sin not. Right, that was the first precept that popped into my mind, and I want to just quickly just go to that. That is, yeah, Ephesians, right? Ephesians 4, the 26th verse, and it reads, "Be ye angry and sin not, let not the sun go down upon your wrath." Alright, going into our conduct, which I have to get another precept if I'm talking about our conduct. So the book of Matthew chapter 10, where it talks about being harmless as it's okay. Let me just read it instead of butchering. Let me not butcher that precept. So this is the book of Matthew 10 verse 16. "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Right, we are sheep in the midst of wolves. And let me just say this: do sheep fight against the wolves or the lions or whatever predator comes up against them? Would they even succeed if they did? Right, it's not, would sheep not wait for their shepherd to protect them? Which I could also go into the shepherd and the hireling, but that's another topic for rather day, Lord willing. Anyway, this is going into how brothers should be: right, calm, wise, exercise restraint, not being swayed by doctrines or our own emotions, content with what the Most High gives us, and don't confuse contentment with being static. Alright, with not moving, just staying in the place where you are and just saying it is what it is. You're allowed to move up and improve your regular life and your spiritual life, right? But you should not but if it doesn't work out, you should not be in the state of being jealous over the blessings which the Most High had given another person, and even forgetting and not focusing on the blessings that you have. So just wanted to quickly go into that word so by little bit, just a quick lesson concerning it. And I guess I'm just going to end it here. So I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash once again. Wa Abad Babal. And through the Spirit, happy brothers and sisters were edified. Shalom.